What is up? What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Mark here, and we just got some crazy news about the stimulus. I want to give you a quick stimulus update for December 22nd. We are in the week of Christmas, and there's some big news actually just came out. As you know, the $208 billion stimulus plan was approved earlier this week. Both bipartisan agreement, Republicans and Democrats both agreed on this proposal. That was thousands of pages worth of a document, and who knows if everybody ended up reading through it. However, it was supposed to go through Trump and be signed. I think he was going to try to sign it today, and apparently breaking news just came out that Trump calls COVID relief bill unsuitable and demands Congress add a bigger stimulus check. So apparently the $600 are not working for President Trump, and he wants to demand a higher stimulus. President Donald Trump, in a stunning Tuesday night tweet, and we're going to look at the tweet in just a second, calls the $900 billion COVID relief plan passed by Congress an unsuitable disgrace, quote unquote disgrace. He urges lawmakers to make a number of changes to the measure, including a bigger direct payment to individual families. Now, he's calling for $2,000 payments. Now, as you know, Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats have always rooted for and tried to get larger payments to take place, and they were always shot down by the Republicans. And so right now, up until this point, nobody really had a solid idea on what Trump actually wanted to, what he was actually going for, what type of stimulus he wanted. It was like the Republicans just wouldn't give up that information. And now it comes out in a tweet recently that Trump just, threw up on Twitter. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is ecstatic. Obviously, you know her, you know what she's up to, you know what she stands for, and she wanted the $2,000 stimulus payment. So did Bernie. I was going to say Bernie Mac. So did Bernie Sanders. He wanted the higher payments as well. I thought Bernie Mac. I thought Bernie Madoff. I couldn't think of Bernie Sanders. So Bernie Sanders wants the $2,000 stimulus payment as well. And Trump did not threaten a veto. He had been expected to sign the legislation into law along with the $1 trillion spending bill to keep the government open. Congress passed the measures with veto-proof majorities. Now we're going to go ahead and look at a quick tweet from President Trump and hear a quick video that he just released at 6:15 p.m., which was just a few hours ago. Let's check it out.
Throughout the summer, Democrats cruelly blocked COVID relief legislation in an effort to advance their extreme left-wing agenda and influence the election. Then, a few months ago, Congress started negotiations on a new package to get urgently needed help to the American people. It's taken forever. However, the bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace. For example, among the more than 5,000 pages in this bill, which nobody in Congress has read because of its length and complexity, it's called the COVID relief bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma.
They're sending money.
$1.3 billion for Egypt.
They're
and the
sending more
Egyptian
money
military,
overseas to other
which will
countries
go out
than they
and buy
are to the
almost
American
exclusively Russian military equipment. $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan. $505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business. $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management.
This is crazy.
$25 million to combat Asian carp. $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries, $3 million in poultry production technology, $2 million to research the impact of down trees, $566 million for construction projects at the FBI. The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each.
$1,800.
This is far more than the Americans are given.
$600 to the Americans.
Despite all of this wasteful spending and much more, the $900 billion package provides hardworking taxpayers with only $600 each in relief payments. And not enough money is given to small businesses, and in particular restaurants, whose owners have suffered so grievously. They were only given a deduction for others to use in business their restaurant for 2 years. This 2-year period must be withdrawn, which will allow the owners to obtain financing and get their restaurants back in condition. Congress can terminate it at a much later date, but 2 years is not acceptable. It's not enough. Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was China's fault, not their fault. I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple.
Come on, let's go.
I'm also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation and to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package, and maybe that administration will be me, and we will get it done. Thank you very much.
Incredible address from the president. Some crazy things are happening right now. Everybody had expected that measly little payment of $600 to be pushed through without any issues. I mean, everybody was talking about it. Republicans were excited about it. Democrats were excited about it. American people were not excited about it because it's not even going to cover a quarter of a majority of Americans' rent or utility bills out there. Many people are about to be evicted from their homes because they're months behind on rent. They can't afford to put food on the table of their families. They can't afford to buy presents for their family for Christmas, and Congress wanted to pass $600 stimulus. Now, it was $600 per individual, $1,200 per couple, $600 per dependent as well, and there was no cap on the dependents, which was, I mean, if you had more kids, obviously you'd get more money, but still, when it comes to $600, really wasn't going to cover anything. Nancy Pelosi tweeted shortly after that, about an hour after the president, said Republicans repeatedly refused to say the amount the president wanted for direct payments. At last, the president has agreed to $2,000. Ding, 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 ding. The Democrats go wild, and you can hear the crowd go wild because this is what they've been fighting for the entire time. Now, understood that within the stimulus proposal, within the 5,000 pages or 8,000 pages or whatever it was, there was a lot of, I don't want to say hidden, but hidden things or things that maybe they were hoping weren't going to be read, like sending money over to foreign countries and, you know, having illegal aliens get up to $1,800 instead of Americans getting $1,800. Like, it didn't add up, didn't make sense. So suffice it to say, Nancy Pelosi is in 150% agreement. I'm sure all of the other House speakers are in agreement as well. The House legislators, $2,000 is going to come in handy, $4,000 per couple, and we'll see what's going to happen. I know they're going to be going on break in the next couple days. We don't know how fast they can amend this and fix it and adjust this and then get it to President Trump's desk. But he's willing and ready to sign it as soon as they get to his desk. So, all we can do is cross our fingers and pray, guys. That's your quick stimulus update for today, December 22nd. Guys, just ask, let me know your thoughts. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Are you pissed off? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you doing not even care? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment. If you would please go ahead and share this video to your social media platforms. You can go ahead and check me out on Instagram and TikTok as well. We'll try to give 30 to 60 second snips on TikTok. Whenever breaking news comes out, we'll go ahead and update that first before we even come to YouTube. And last but not least, if you'd go ahead and subscribe to this channel, we want to try to bring this channel to 100,000 subscribers as fast as possible. We're actually doing a $1,000 cash giveaway when we hit 100,000 subscribers. So that's going to be pretty exciting. All you got to do is make sure you subscribe, and I'll put a link in the description of this video for a form that you can fill out that will allow us to verify that you have subscribed, followed us on TikTok, and followed us on Instagram. That being said, guys, I appreciate it. Make sure you live well, laugh a little louder, and learn to be a better you. We'll see you all in the next video.